Hi Virgo, happy July. I hope you're doing well. Okay. All right, guys. I think this is a great reading. Okay. Your message is coming in here. You're going to get answers over the next couple of days in regard to something that you have been waiting on, something that's been causing a dilemma. It's going to all start to fall into place here. Okay. I think too that this really comes through divine guidance, or I think too that you realize that the way that you were looking at something, I think that that perspective shifts. I think that you may have been looking at something from kind of like playing the martyr or the victim mentality. And I know people don't like when I say that, but we do it. We do it, and we don't even realize sometimes that we're doing it. But I think that, you know, I didn't ask for my life to be this way. I didn't ask for things to be this way. Why is this? I think that that switches for you, and you realize now that you have more control over your life than you think you did, right? Like you may have just let things happen to you instead of taking an active role to make your life happen for you, right? So I think that you just now realize that, you know, the part that you played in whatever the scenario is for you shifts. And with that, it's ironic because I think that all the doors open for you now. So clearly that played a role in something that was holding up, I think, something that you were trying to do here. Because I think that changing your habits, changing the habits that got you into that in the first place, also needs to change here. And I think that it does. And I think that it comes like, even while like just walking down the street, it's one of those things that just hits you and you're like, oh, really? Like it just clicks. It just clicks. That missing piece just clicks. At how much of a detriment to whatever it is that the issue surrounds, how much of it you actually played by we do this, the things we tell ourselves, the patterns that we get into, the victim mentality, the I don't have choices, when in fact we always have choice, but we don't always use it, right? So I think that that's the click for you. That's what clicks everything into place here. And I think that there was divine guidance that was actually waiting for you to get this, right? Like they were sending you signals. Sometimes we get signals, we get signs. We're like, nope, we're not going to look because that's not the sign we wanted, and it's not showing up how we wanted it to look. We don't want to take responsibility for this. We just want it to be fixed, right? Sometimes you have to go through the stuff and you have to get that aha moment, because when it comes, you never forget it, and it's sustaining. That's what you need here. Some lessons are just, you know, you have to experience them. They can't just be told to you, and I think that that's what this is. Okay. And I think it affords you the foundation on which to pull into manifestation what it is that you're working on. And it gives you that stability, emotionally, financially. It's now you've got you've got your feet firmly planted in your life, and you're taking responsibility for that. And ironically, I think it opens up many doors for you. You've got the Four of Coins coming in as your overall energy. Okay. What's unfolding for you here is the King of Swords, which is, I think, you're in the situation. You've got the Ace of Swords, clarity, victory, beginnings, and you've got the Ten of Wands, okay, which is a card of leaving the country that you live. It's a card of travel, okay? It's also a card of work. It's a card of you wanting more. And I think the wanting more is at a distance. I don't think it's where you are. And I think that the holdup may have been this not shifting into place because the universe was saying at some point they'll get it. So we're just going to hold everything up here until they get it because they need it for where they're going, right? So usually when we're making big jumps in our lives like that, these are the lessons that hold us up because we need them. We need them for that solid footing that you're now venturing out onto, right? You don't want to go through the ice here. You want solid footing, and that's what you've got, okay? So here we go. Your advice here is the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups, okay? This is a relationship, and I think that maybe that was held up here, or your advice here is to be open to signs, information coming in ways that are like divinely connected. I really think that how this comes to you, I really feel it because you're walking down the street and it's like this. It really is. And people look for, give me a sign, when in fact, the sign, our thought can be a sign, right? And we get it. And we get it like that. And it's not something that, you know, a bus jumps the curb and nails us, right? It's not something like that. Sometimes it's just, and it just falls into place. That's your intuition, guys. It is. It's that simple. It is. Just listen to it, okay? Just listen to it, you know? And that's what your advice here is. It really is. You were not wanting to hear sometimes we just don't like to take ownership. It really just is as simple as that because we never had to, right? We've always had someone saying, this came up in one of the other readings too, oh, they're there, it'll be okay, right? And instead of, you know, someone that's really in your corner giving you that scoot in the ass that you need that says, look, smarten up here. You're playing a role in the demise of your life, so stop passing the blame, own your crap, and move on. That it came up in another reading like that too, where it was like, you know, for years people will say, oh, it's okay, it's okay. It's not okay. As you're watching your friends spiral out of control and you're just patting them on the back instead of a boot up the ass, right? Sometimes that's what you need. But when you don't have that support system, it gets worse and worse and worse. And that's when time passes. And I think that you get the divine intervention that you are looking for and you're like, oh, I see the role I played in this. And those are the game changers, right? So we like those divine kicks in the butt, right? So your outcome card is the Chariot. You've got success cards in here, travel cards, movement cards, victory cards, 2 4s in here too, mean you've got now a solid foundation to build your life on. You're your solid foundation. You're always your solid foundation. But when you don't realize that, you get plowed down in life, right? When you know what you're made of and you've gone through the trenches and, you know, that's the staying power. That's the staying power that you need to build your life on. Because what you're looking for here really is your plan comes into alignment now too. If you were waiting on something, this is legal. If you were waiting on documentation, if you were waiting on something, here it is, okay? And it's coming right for you. And here's your leaving country card. You're leaving. You want more, and now the doors are open for you. You are free to roam the cabin, Virgo. Okay? I hope you have a wonderful June or July. I'm sure that you will. Again, we're our own worst enemy, so be grateful that this is coming and it's here for you, and I think that you'll I see really great things here, and it's as simple as I get it now. You know, sometimes We're our own worst enemy. But the enlightenment comes for you, and it sustains you, and it affords you a solid foundation to build your life on, both financially, emotionally, mentally. You've got all your faculties now, okay? And you're divinely connected. This card, guys, it is a card of movement. It is a card of victory, forward movement, but it's ascension because you've matured, right? That's the part that gets left out of this card. That's the nugget that's priceless, right? It's ascension this way, not so much this way. So there you go. Have a wonderful July. This was a lovely reading. I'm thrilled that I could deliver it. If you need further clarification, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Okay? Thank you so much, Virgo.